Welcome to Country Cooking. I'm your hostess, Cindy Schumacher. On today's show, we're going to be making orange roughy parmesan. If you don't have orange roughy, you can use any white fish you like. We're going to have roasted tricolored potatoes, roasted broccoli, and a mandarin orange salad, and a heart cake. And the heart cake is heart healthy because it doesn't have eggs, but it's the most delicious spongy cake you'll ever try in your life. So we're going to start with that and get that in the oven. We're going to combine our dry ingredients. That's 2 cups of flour, 1 3/4 cup of sugar, a half teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon of baking soda. I'm going to whisk those together just to combine them. It's always good to blend your ingredients before you start adding your moist ingredients. Okay, now to that we're going to add a cup of buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, you can substitute just a cup of milk with either a tablespoon of lemon juice or a tablespoon of vinegar, and to make it an equal 1 cup. So we're going to pour that in. We have a half cup of cocoa. I should have added that with the dry ingredients, my mistake, but I'm sure it'll work out. We're going to just kind of spin that in. Okay. We have a cup of strong coffee. It can be hot or cold, it doesn't matter. And then we have our 3/4 cup of oil. And then we're going to mix this for 3 minutes. Now remember, all these recipes can be found on the Valley website. If you don't have internet, you can call the girls and they'll get you the recipe. So we're going to take a little break while I mix this so you don't have to listen to the beater, and we'll be right back. Okay, we've blended our cake ingredients for 3 minutes. We're going to pour it in a pan that I've sprayed. I've preheated my oven to 350. And we're going to get it going. And that's going to bake for 35 to 40 minutes. We're going to get started on our potatoes. I have 3 pounds of assorted potatoes. I have red potatoes, sweet potatoes, and russets, and we're going to toss them with 1/4 cup of olive oil, and we're going to coat them real well, and so all the seasonings stick better. So we're just going to keep spin it a little bit here. This, as you can see, it makes a really pretty dish, and you know me, if you've been watching the show, I'm all about color. So, and the blend of flavors with a little bit of sweet and the spices makes a really nice dish. Okay, so we've got a teaspoon of black pepper. You can use fresh ground if you have it, and then we've got 2 tablespoons of parsley and 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. So we'll get those in. See how that looks, how pretty it is with the colors and everything. We're going to set it aside. As soon as the cake is done, we're going to put it in the oven then. So we'll start working on our salad. There's some things out here. Okay, this salad is a spinach mandarin salad. It's actually an original recipe of mine. I've already cleaned the spinach. I've pulled the stems off because stems for most people are hard to swallow. So I remove all the stems, and then I've drained a can of mandarin oranges, and then I've pre-cooked bacon. I cut it up and I fry it in a pan, and so you spread your bacon over the top. This. I always just kind of put everything on the top, and then you can, when you toss it, it all gets mixed up together. And then we have pre-toasted our 2 ounces of slivered almonds in butter, and you can't believe that the difference this makes in your salad. It gives it a really nutty, buttery flavor and a little bit of a crunch. So this is what your salad is going to look like, and then we're going to make our dressing. So we'll set this aside.
New year, new deals. Sign up for broadband from Valley and get an Apple iPad mini for only $50. Plus you'll get free installation. Call Valley today at 437-2615 to get signed up. Okay, we're back. We're going to baste the cod with our 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and then that we want to stand for a few minutes. That lemon juice actually will help prepare that for cooking. I have 2 pounds of cod here that I've thawed. Okay, now we're just going to let that set aside before we put it in the oven. And we're going to work on the salad dressing. Everything can go in your blender at one time, so we're going to use a whole onion. I use a red onion because I like the color that it gives the dressing, and I like the flavor that it gives. And then we have 3/4 cup of sugar. We have a 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar. 2 teaspoons of salt. And then we have a tablespoon of Worcestershire. I always have trouble saying that. Okay, now I'm going to take it over to the blender. And if you have a blender, this is the way to do it. Other than that, if you have someone to help you with a hand mixer, you can do that too, and have someone mixing it while you're pouring the oil in slowly. But this will help your dressing ingredients stay blended. So you take the cap out and you pour the oil through the spout there. So I'm going to take it over, and you don't have to watch me do it. It's kind of noisy, but I'll have them film me just getting started so you kind of know. And I'm just going to turn it on mix. Okay, salad dressing is made. We've got it in a little server dish here. You can see how nice and pretty it is. That red onion gives it that little pinky color instead of just always a kind of a clear vinaigrette dressing. So we're going to start on the roasted garlic. We have 2 cups of broccoli. It calls for flowerets if you want to buy the bag of broccoli like I have got here. We've got 1 yellow bell pepper. We're going to mix that in with that. Okay, and then we're going to toss a tablespoon of olive oil, and by doing that first before we add our seasonings, it's going to help the seasonings stick to the peppers and the broccoli. And so you want to stir it real well so that it all gets coated. Okay, now the secret to this broccoli is Montreal steak seasoning. So we've got a tablespoon of that. 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Teaspoon of garlic powder. Mix that real well. You can see it, color. You've got all kinds of color from the chili powder, the Montreal seasoning, the peppers, and the broccoli. This is going to make a beautiful side dish. We're going to put it in an 8x8 pan here for roasting. And these will roast up quite quickly. We're going to roast them at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. So we're going to wait a while so everything's done at the same time. We're going to set this aside, and we're going to make the topping ingredients for our fish.
what we do is we'll be pre-cooking the fish for just a few minutes and under the broiler, and then we're going to add this topping in the last few minutes, and it's going to make a nice crispy crust on the top. So this has a half cup of Parmesan cheese, 4 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of mayo, 3 tablespoons of chopped green onion. That's figures out to be about 3 green onions. Pepper to taste, I'm using about a 1/4 teaspoon. And our salt is a 1/4 teaspoon also. And then we've got a dash of Tabasco. I actually did a couple. It kind of helps marry the flavors together. Stir it together. And then I'm just going to set this on the stove so it's ready to use when we are ready for it. And we're going to check and see how the cake is doing. I think it's just about another minute. We'll take a break. Now remember, all these recipes can be found on the Valley website. If you don't have internet, just give the girls a call. They'll be happy to help you with the recipe, and we'll be right back.
Is personal home safety for you? With a personal home safety system from Valley, enjoy the peace of mind that help is just minutes away. Sign up now and receive your personal safety equipment free. You'll receive a new 2-way voice pendant. Call Valley today at 437-2615.
Okay, we've got the potatoes in the oven now, we've got the cake out, and we're going to start working on the frosting for the cake. So on a medium heat, I'm going to start combining the ingredients. There's 1 cup of sugar, a 1/3 cup of butter, and a 1/3 cup of milk, and I'm going to bring this to a boil. Okay, while we're doing that, we're going to just take a quick break, and then pretty soon we'll be ready to start our broccoli and start our fish. Our mixture has come to a boil, and I've let it boil 1 minute, so we're going to take it off the stove, and we're going to stir in our 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Just keep stirring, and pretty soon it'll get smooth. I like a wire whisk for that because it blends a little better. You can use a wooden spoon or something else, but see how nice and creamy it's gotten? So we'll let that set for just a minute while the cake cools another minute, and then we'll frost the cake and we'll check on everything else. Be right back.
Valley Telecommunications is pleased to announce that our Technology Solutions Center is fully stocked and open for business. We have a large selection to meet your wants and needs. Some of the items we currently carry are a variety of corded and cordless phones, different brands of tablets such as Kindle Fires and Apple iPads and all the accessories for them, Telekin computers, Epson and HP printers and ink cartridges, Apple iPods and accessories, office supplies, wireless keyboards and mice, cellular phones and accessories, different types of media storage, cameras, headphones, power strips and surge protectors, and much, much more. You can also get your very own Valley swag. Our prices are reasonable and comparable to any other retail store. If there is something that you want or need that we do not currently carry, please let us know so that we can check into it for you. We accept all major credit cards, cash or check. Please feel free to stop by our office and check out our new and improved store for all of your technology and day-to-day business needs.
Okay, we're going to flip the potatoes. They've been in for a little while, so pull them out. Wish you could smell this. It smells awesome. We're going to put them back in the oven, and then we're going to also put the broccoli in. Now we're going to frost our cake. You might have a little frosting left depending on how thick you like your frosting. You can put it on graham crackers or something. Okay, now we're going to let the potatoes finish roasting, and the broccoli only takes about 20 minutes. And then we're going to put the fish on broil, and we'll be ready to eat in just about 20 minutes. Okay, we're ready to put the fish in. So we're going to put it under the broiler for 3 to 4 minutes, depending on how thick your fish is. If your fish is really thick, then you might want an extra minute or so. So we're going to stick that in the broiler and cook it a little bit, and then we're going to add the topping to it. So remember that all these recipes can be found on the Valley website. If you don't have internet, just give the girls a call and they'd be happy to send you out the recipes. So
Valley Telecommunications, the home team advantage.
okay, the fish has been broiling for about 5 minutes. We're going to pull it out. We're going to put the topping on. It'll be a little lumpy at first, but because the fish is hot, it'll start to spread a little bit once it heats up. Now that it's softened a little, I'm going to keep spreading it out so it covers the entire piece. Okay, we're going to put it back into the broiler for just a couple minutes and let that turn golden brown. Okay, the fish is ready, so we're going to pull it out and we'll serve. Nice and brown on top. Dressing on them. You can toss the salad if you like with the dressing. If you're not going to be eating it all at once, it's better if you serve it like this. There we go. We have our whitefish parmesan, our tricolored potatoes, broccoli, our spinach mandarin salad, and our heart cake. Thank you for joining us today on this edition of Country Cookin', and we'll see you next time.